First of all, thank you for clicking this video. I really don't want to see Japan become like US, splitting left and right and against each other. And I really don't want to see Japan like being like Europe now. I've been saying that Japan is really standing a turning point. Whether Japan end up become America or Europe, or Japan can make some solutions. Everything like world have, we might be able to find some solutions. The idea of immigration, living together with harmony. So elections we have now is one of the biggest elections I ever encountered in my life. And a new political party, Sanseito, is gaining really great support. But at the same time, they get really great hate. The Japanese main media is really criticizing him. There's a lot of fake news and a lot of manipulations. And I saw this in this morning. They're saying, don't vote for Sanseito party. And I see a lot of foreigners there. This is really dangerous because, in fact, Sanseito is trying to stop hate. Sanseito is not racist party. Sanseito is not xenophobic party. It's opposite. So today I want to talk about Sanseito's policy about foreigners and foreign residents in Japan. So first, let's watch his explain the policy in his own words. And please let me know if you still think he's xenophobic.
はい、3つ目です。行き過ぎた外国人受け入れに反対ということを賛成と訴えています。
First of all, political parties who are trying to limit immigration is not only Sanseito's, other parties doing that too. I don't know why people really focus in Sanseito only.
外国人というのは外国の
Oh, I know why. I can explain later.
人だけではなくて資本もそうですね。急激に日本の経済が衰えてきましたから、そこにですね、資本と人がたくさん入ってきています。急激すぎるので国民が不安と不満を感じてしまっているというところに我々は問題を感じています。ですからこれをもう少し緩やかにしながら規制やルールの公平化、そういったものをしっかりと進めていく。そのための外国人総合政策庁というものを設置してですね、外国人の土地の問題、資本の問題、それから不法滞在やいろんな社会保障の問題、それらを横串を刺してですね、きちっと政府が対応する。そして来ていただいた外国人には日本に満足して安心して暮らしてもらえる、そんな社会を構築していきたいと思います。
No politicians say it like this. We want to build a society where foreigners who came to Japan safely and with satisfaction. Non-conservative parties say that kind of stuff in Japan. And I can explain this. So foreign policy agency he's trying to make. So it's saying Japan is accepting anyone who has knowledge and skills or some special in a special field first, and then limiting simple labor. Simple labor meaning it sounds xenophobia for some people, but this is a very humanistic approach because Japanese minimum wage is really low. And here, most people don't know, we have a program called technical intern training, but it's officially meant to transfer skills to developing countries. But it has been criticized as a cover for companies to bring in super cheap foreign labors. And they don't get treated well. It's almost slavery. We really need to stop that. And here's the things. Japanese company, I don't know why that's happening now, but if they hire foreigners now, the government support the company. So if you have a business in Japan, if you hire foreigners, you get paid by government. Of course, Japanese lose job, and also the hatred is gonna expand, right? We really need to stop this. And the second, like Japanese language, I'm sure it's like a basic level, and some culture understanding is a requirement. I think this is very important for Japan. Japan has so many rules, and it's also good for foreigners too, because we tend to judge people with language skill and cultural respect. That's if you have been to Japan, you understand. And the third, regulating foreigners buying the land and receiving welfares. This part is really tricky. I'm 100% sure this is for some specific countries because I'm not going to mention that some countries started keeping buying land, but that country is not accepting Japanese buy land. So what's happening now is, for example, Mount Yote in Hokkaido. It's a beautiful nature place, but some places are bought in a foreign resident. and they illegally cutting down trees and they are building illegally. And some buildings in Tokyo was bought. And the owner, who is foreign resident, raised the rent for 2.6 times higher, and 40% of Japanese residents in that buildings needed to get out. And sadly, Japanese current government is not doing anything. Just imagine your apartments are bought, and the owner said, next month you need to pay double. This is not acceptable. And then, without paying tax, if they move to Japan, they can get free healthcare. Third one is for specific countries, but we cannot have law for specific country. It's gonna be seen as hate, or it's gonna be diplomacy really bad, right? Especially for land, it's really emergency. I do understand if you want to live in Japan, you might get worried, but this is a little complex things. And the last one, the first generation of naturalization cannot run election. And again, this is also some specific countries that we don't have any good diplomacy. And just imagine, without these four, without regulation, do you think hate will stop? No. We're gonna have more anxiety and angers. And we finally end up being like Europe or America. I don't wanna see Japan become like that. I wanna see other skin colors people like living in Japan in harmony with respect and talking. I wanna see that. I mean, just imagine having a lot of foreigners without regulations. Do you think it's gonna solve the problem? Is there any country that solved the problem? No, I've never seen. It will create more hate. It will create deeper hate. It will create maybe another real ultra-conservative politics that has hate. He's saying, I agree. I am talking about Japanese really mixed idea of race. There's no pure Japanese. He said that, and I agree with him. That's why he is focusing in Japanese language and cultural respect or cultural understanding. So without this, Japan is... And also, let's watch this. Let's listen from his voice.
日本が一番最初にね、人種差別やめましょうって言った国なんですよ。国連で1919年。私日本人としてそれすごく誇りに思ってるんですよ。日本人かっこいいなと私は思ってるので、何人だからとか肌の色が違うからとか、そんなことで我々は絶対差別はしません。だから外国人の方を招いて力を借りる以上は。日本人と同じような労働環境でちゃんと賃金をもらってちゃんと入れる時も日本語の習得レベルとかちゃんと測ってで日本の慣習に合わせてね我々と一緒に日本を
Let's build Japan together with you. That's their theme. How he can be racist, how he can be xenophobic. This is their message. They've been saying that, but media never ever mention about this part. They're always manipulating.
作っていきましょうと言ってくれる方を選んでいきたいわけですよ。でそういう方だったら帰化してもらってもいいけど、ね、そうじゃない人たちが簡単に帰化できたり簡単にビザを取れてお金儲けだけをやったりとかするから経済がおかしくなったりしてるわけでしょ。でちゃんと外国人から税金取れてない部分もあるから、これを言うとまたファクトだどうだこうだ。
This is true. 4% of Japanese not paying tax, but in the foreign residents, almost 20%. And the permanent residents, 18%. This is issue, right? And our government is not doing anything, but they are welcoming more without solutions. What's gonna happen? The number gonna fix it? No. It's gonna be less hate? No. It's gonna amplify the hate. I'm telling you, Japan is not split like the US now, but I really don't wanna see Japanese hate each other, fighting each other. I don't wanna see that. So we meaning not only Japanese, any foreign residents, living in Japan, we really need to protect that. We really need to stop hate. We really need to protect Japan. We together.
だって言うけど、実際取れてないんですよちゃんと日本人と同じようには、だから制度設計が問題があるんです。
The system is a problem.
このところを我々はねクリアにして訂正していきたい。参政党がやりたい外国人問題ではそこですからね皆さん。それをぜひですねご理解いただきたいと思います。そしてね日本人のそういったね不満が溜まっているのはやっぱり経済が悪いからなんです。だから日本人ファーストというからには日本人の暮らしをね立て直さないといけない。その日本の国民が特に中間層がどんどん減っていって。
I get some comment about what does Japanese mean? Like blah 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 blah. Japanese, when politicians talk, especially this guy, Japanese is Japanese. Whatever your skin color, Japanese who own Japanese citizenship is Japanese.
で、今どんどん格差社会になってるんですよ。お金持ちも増えてるんです実は。すごい勢いで。けど 6人に1人は貧困という状態になってる。子供も9人に1人ぐらい貧困なんですよ。中間層がいなくなってる。なぜか、国の経済が成長しないからです。国の経済が成長しないのは、株主とかお金持ちにお金が流れすぎてるからです。大企業とか。これ株主中心の株主資本主義って言うんですよ。でもこの仕組みは海外から入ってきたものです。日本人はもともと会社はみんなのものっていう感覚だったんですよ。社長もそうだけど従業員もそうだし、あとお客様。みんなで会社を盛り上げて、会社っていうのは社会の後期だっていう考え方だったんですよ。で、みんなでね、三方よしで利益を分け合いながら発展していきましょうって考え方だったのに、いつの間にか会社は株主のもので、株主にたくさん配当を渡せる会社が素晴らしいんだっていう価値観に変えちゃったわけですよ。ね、これがおかしいんですよ。ね、でも世界のルールがそうだからとかすぐ言うわけ。世界がって。。でもね、世界が全部正しいんですか？国連が正しいんですか？グローバリズムが正しいんですか？私たちはそうは思っていません。日本が
Wow. So this is the reason why they get criticized a lot. Alright, I tell you my observation. What's happening in Japan? What's been happening in Japan is not Japanese versus Japanese. No. The US versus China. If you're a politician, you need to be US side or China side. And you get some support. Like media might support you. Or some company might support you. But this guy is pro-Japan, not pro-US, not pro-China, pro-Japan. That's why they get criticized. I gotta be fair. To be honest, there's a lot of things I against Sanseito. I have so many disagreements about this party. They are against the gay marriage, not accepting separate family name after marriage. But point is, calling them Nazi or fascist is completely wrong. Dismissing their foreign policy while they are really trying to solve the problem, it's really dangerous. That's whole point of this video. Please don't believe anything about Japanese media or what people are talking about on X. Please, we need regulations before it's too late. I really can't stand seeing this person is unreasonably criticized. It's not fair. He's not racist, but trying to stop the idea of racism. I don't think this is the last chance, but for this party, could be last chance. But I still believe in Japan. I love Japan, and I'm foreigner in the US. I'm here because I love that, because I love America. And I do believe a lot of people, a lot of foreigners live in Japan because they love Japan. So I made this video. And also, if you have anything, please let me know in a comment. And some comment say like, oh, you are like a misunderstanding this politics. It's okay, you can say that, but if you, I wanna see the conversations. So if you think what I'm saying is wrong, please tell me what part. I'll listen, I'll read the comments. So please. Alright. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, click on the left for the fun video about Japan and on the right to see more videos. You guys have a great day.